Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Okay, so there's not really a lot to sit there and say about this episode, but I do have a couple of thoughts, so I figured let's talk about it. I gotta sit there and ask y'all, as Taylor fans, how do y'all deal with this show? Right? Like, how do y'all genuinely deal with this show? Um, I just don't get it, right? Like, how do you sit there and be with somebody who is constantly using it as a consolation prize, right? Like from her point of view, Ridge wasn't even without Brooke for that long before you got upset and ran to you and started giving you a bunch of compliments, and you're just like, "Ooh la la, I'm just gonna sit there and take him, and he loves me, and I love him so much," and it's like, what? Like, boo, there's not even that much of a gap between when he's with you as opposed to how long he was with Brooke. And you just jump in head first because he gives you a bunch of compliments and he gives you a dress. Uh, Listen, I get that I don't do the whole romance lovey-dovey thing, but like that's actually pretty sad because like if she thinks that that's the definition of love or of declaring her love to somebody or how she would perceive as love, then that is pretty bad. And she is a psychiatrist. So that's like 10 times worse, right? Because at least with Brooke doesn't have a degree in psychology. This chick does. And so somehow it's almost worse. And of course, I feel like Brooke is about to sit there and by the way, they kiss too because, Taylor's just that desperate and pathetic. But like, I feel like Brooke is about to backslide. Like, when I did my review before, I was like, go Brooke, you decide to see what your worth is and realize that he doesn't deserve to be with you and you deserve to be with somebody who is actually going to love you and respect you and not just run out on you and run to another woman the minute that it goes bad. And you can see her during this meeting or during this conversation with Hope. Well, Hope is talking business. Um, And she's just like, I'm so distracted because I'm sitting there thinking about what Ridge being with Taylor. Why does that matter? You're done with him. You're done with him. It doesn't matter. You literally reclaim back your dignity. Remember your dignity, right? I mean, I feel like with Brooke, it's been such a long time since he actually seen what her dignity looked like that she just can't recognize it. And already she's sitting there saying, I wonder what Ridge is doing. Probably with Taylor. Okay, but I mean, like, what happened to that goddamn speech you was there saying after you smacked the fire out of Ridge? Why are we not having the same energy? What happened? What are we doing? Why are we backsliding? I feel like we're backsliding. Let's not do that. That's what we're doing. And of course, Hope is there talking about all these wonderful plans that Carter has going on. And, Brooke is like, I just don't know. I don't feel like it's right without the Foresters. I'm like, I think you need to get a new CEO. Because, Blondie over there looking like she's not ready for the team. Not really a team player. Is that what's going on? Of course, Hope is like, I believe in what Carr is doing, and he's doing this and he's doing that, and this fragrance, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot about this goofy ass chick. Which, by the way, it's very clear that Steffi is kind of an idiot in a sense. First of all, and she clearly don't know shit about men. She actually think that Daphne can. I gotta say this with a straight face. Daphne can seduce any man. I couldn't do that shit with my eyes open. I really couldn't. Um, yeah. Her saying that clearly means that she don't know shit about men. That's what that means. Number two, and somebody else pointed this out in the comment section. So let's say Daphne Daphne is able to break up Hope and Carter. How does that get you back your company? That Carter is still in control of the company. So you just traded one person. Okay, so Hope is out and Daphne's in. But what does that mean? Daphne doesn't have any power. What is she gonna do? She's gonna seduce him with her stupid fragrance? God, I feel like they think so little of men. Like seriously, I really feel like they think so little of men. I mean, for just a couple of different reasons, but we'll just sit there and say that's among them. That's the part that's just so baffling. I was like, so Hope is out and Daphne's in, and that means what? What does that mean? What is Daphne going to sit there and do? She's going to whisper in his ear and say, "Oh, you need to give the company back. You need to give the company back to the Forsters." And Carter being so damn goofy and love trick, he's like, "Oh, you're right. I think it's a good idea. I'm so glad that I'm with you, and I got rid of Hope to be with you, so this way you can tell me to give the company away after I fought so hard to get it." Listen, I get that men have a history, that some men have a history of letting their joystick take control in situations where their top head would be better. Okay, I get that. Hell, many men has been guilty of that. Well, I get it, but like, one, Daphne don't have that type of pull. I'm just gonna be very, very, very clear. Daphne does not have that type of pull. And somehow, even if that was the case, I mean, come on. Well, okay. I was not there saying we don't get controlled by joystick that much, and I was like, yeah, never mind about that. But this whole thing is just so goddamn goofy. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. And the thing is, as I was going to go get my soda and I was thinking about the stuff I was going to say, part of me was like, I really don't want to sit there and just do this review and talk about how stupid that this is. But part of me just can't help but think, like, this is Steffi's plan. Okay, this is a plan. Like, listen, I don't sit there and try to shit on other people on doing things that I don't know if I'll be able to do. See, the thing is, people always sit there and say, like, the writing sucks, the writing is stupid. And then part of me is like, well, I get it from a certain perspective because it's like, yeah, as fans, we are kind of looking at that and be like, this is stupid, right? Then sometimes I have to sit there and kind of step back to some extent and be like, well, could you do better? Everyone thinks that they can do better until you actually are in the driver's seat. I put out a video and it's not that good, or somebody thinks it's not that good. You know what I'm going to sit there and say? Okay, sweetheart, let's sit there and switch seats. Let's see what you got, right? So part of me does kind of feel a little hypocritical, but like, I know B&B can do things where it just does not make sense. Okay, and I gotta imagine in the writing room, like again, even with that whole Luna being able to switch the test, and of course Lee being there the whole time, so it just didn't make any sense. And it's like, are you sitting there saying that the audience is just stupid? Because that's what you're counting on at this point. And now we got this goofy ass plan with this goofy ass chick that Steffi thinks is just the hottest thing since the summer of 4th of July. And we're all kind of looking like, I don't know. Maybe part of it just, and this is another reason why I'm kind of glad what I do, right? Because Steffi's like, well, this woman is bad. She's this, she's that, she's third. She can sit there and seduce any man. Now, No offense, some of you ladies, but unless you like women, okay, you're not going to be able to sit there and see it from a guy's point of view. You're not going to be able to see it. You're just going to sit there and say, well, she's pretty. Yeah, I mean, pretty's cool. Don't get me wrong, but hot is better, if we're going to be honest. So she might be pretty, but she ain't hot. And yes, there is a difference. Um, that's pretty much all I gotta sit there and say. I've done this review like about 3 minutes ago. If I missed anything, write in the comment section below. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and I'll be talking about all 4 of the shows. And I'm not going to sit there and bother to list all 4 of them because we all know what they are. And I'll see you in the next video.